YouTube, it is your boy, Zach Zeiler, and today we are checking in for what seems to be a new installment. And I am joined with my two friends, Eric Mondelli and Cody Harton, and today we are hitting legs for a successful leg workout. So we have started this workout off with some leg extensions as a little bit of a warm-up. There you saw Eric Mondelli, and here you were seeing Cody Harton. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Well, this is Eric Mondelli. I've never been on one of Zach's videos before. It's the first time. And look at this man. Look at his legs while he's doing those. That's just beautiful. I mean, oh, here we are. I'm doing some squats. Look at that shit.
Now this is our warm-up with 135, correct?
That's correct, yeah.
We all warmed up with 135 to start our sets with.
I mean, you know, it's so light. I might as well be doing a piece of toilet paper on my back. You know, it's just like, I'm not trying to brag, but that's pretty easy weight. And then we got this handsome young man right there.
Oh,
now, Cody, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hey guys, it's Cody here. I've been on the channel before, done a collab with Zach and Cosmo and Corey.
Yeah, that was quite some time ago that we did that video, but we figured we all had legs on this Saturday, so we may as well team up, all three of us, and hit legs together. And so that is what you guys will be seeing today. So let's talk about these squats right here, you guys. What were the ambitions for the squats in today's workout? Were we trying to go heavy, high reps, low reps, what?
Well, for me, anyways, I was trying to. I've always squatted, like, not always. I've squatted a lot of different ways before, but this style right here, like really close stance, you know, about hip width, more or less, and going really deep, trying to get in that good depth, kind of resembling a little bit of a Tom Platz kind of thing. Like, that's my favorite style of squatting. You know, some people, it just depends on your body type, like what feels the most comfortable. But this, me being shorter, stuff like that, that feels the best. Cody,
now,
what do you think?
Real quick, speaking of Tom Platz, I just want to point out the fact, you guys, Eric, I think Cody will agree with me on this. Eric has got some insane leg development, unheard of, and this video will not do justice.
Oh yeah, I don't even know Eric by his real name. I know him by Quadzilla. If you say Quadzilla, I just think of Eric.
Exactly. When I hear the name Quadzilla, I don't think of Tom Platz. I immediately think of Eric Mondelli.
You know, when it comes to legs, you know, I'm just the best there is. That's all there is to it. I mean, you can tell by the thumbnail, it's the real deal. So, you know, that's all I have to say.
It's as simple as that, you guys. So as you can see, these are still what I would consider to be warm-up sets. Eric on 225 pounds, getting some phenomenal depth with each repetition that he's performing. Somewhat of a packed gym, in all honesty. I mean, I was hoping for a little bit more of an emptier gym when we were there filming you guys. Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice, but either way, you know, I mean,
it's that extra motivation to push yourself.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't have liked if it was completely empty, you know.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that at first it was packed, but then eventually, as we stayed there longer and it went throughout the day, it got emptier.
Now, we were there for a pretty long time filming. Ideally, we would want to be in the gym for, what would you guys say this workout should last? Between the three of us, probably like an hour and a half, right?
Something like that.
That would be ideal, but still warming up. We have like 100 million warm-up sets here. Warming up with the 225, and I think my first working set personally was with 315, and I think Eric's, what was yours with? The 315 set?
315, yeah, same.
Yeah, Eric did quite a few sets with 315. Two working sets with 315 in total. 275 right here, just repping it out like it's nothing. And
one thing, paper again.
Yeah, that toilet paper. One thing to keep in mind though, is the fact that Eric was doing this raw, and Cody. Cody and Eric were both doing their sets completely raw, no belt and no knee wrap assistance whatsoever. Whereas with my sets, I wasn't doing any of them without my belt really.
I mean, I've used the belt plenty of times before, knee wraps too, but I don't know, lately for a while I've just been trying to see how much I can do, like, on my own, pretty much. So here we are, my first working set right there, 315.
You had to roll up the shorts for this one.
I mean, you know, what the hell? I mean, it's not every day I'm on a video, so why not? And
Yeah,
I know a lot of people seeing this are gonna go, "Oh, you're a fag." Well, you know, I don't care. Whatever. If you got legs like that, show them off a little bit. But.
Yeah, until you guys have legs like that.
Oh, look at them calves.
I don't think you're gonna have too much to say right now.
But yeah, this set right here, I think I did anywhere. Can't remember exactly, but get about like 6 to 8, something like that.
Yeah, you fell between that 6
and
to 8
then,
reps.
Yep, ranking it right there. That's my first set with that. And then we got Cody.
Then Cody, this is your first working set with 185, correct?
That is correct, my good sir. Usually I'm at like 2 plates, but I just got back from a break, so I'm a little lighter on the weight today. And
How long of a break did you take?
Well, it was like for a few weeks.
Just from the gym itself?
Yeah, just from the gym, just coming here.
Yeah, but how many days a week would you say you're in here training for the most part?
Usually on average on like a scheduled routine, at least like 5 days a week.
5 days a week, and
Yeah.
what kind of a split is that like? What muscle groups do you hit?
Usually I do back and buys.
Okay.
And then I'll do like chest and tries, and then I'll do legs on the next day.
Legs.
And somewhere like I usually mix it up with like the shoulders.
Okay.
And sometimes I'll do like just rear delts with back.
Yeah.
And then I'll do front delts with chest.
Right.
And then I alternate days with calves and abs.
Okay. All right. So what does your training look like currently, Eric?
Well, Sunday, first day of the week, I have that off. Monday is legs. Tuesday is legs. Wednesday is light legs. Thursday is medium legs. And then heavy legs on Friday, followed by a light leg extension day on Saturday.
God, that's a lot of biceps for me, dude. That's a lot of isolation to the arms, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, man, that's a lot.
I mean, you can see my body; it's clearly working. You know, so you guys can be critical all you want. Oh, you're working legs 6 days a week. Well, you know what? I don't really give a shit because look at that body right there. I'm just saying, you know, that it works. So, you know, if you want a good body, legs 6 days a week, 1 day of rest.
That's ideal right there.
Exactly.
For how many hours per like
Each
workout?
session?
Yeah.
Well, my leg extensions, I usually go about 3 hours on those.
Oh my God!
I do a lot of drop sets to really etch in that detail. But
Dude, shit himself.
I don't know. Basically, every workout is at least 2 hours long. 2.5. So that's it.
1 hour per leg, right?
Exactly. 1 hour per leg. Plenty of exercises, reps, all that shit.
You gotta throw in an extra hour for the third leg when you get the opportunity.
I'll see if I can do that.
You juicing it all?
My juicing?
Yeah, you juicing.
I mean, well, you know what? I'll let the
viewers make
their assumptions. You
as
know?
they will do already.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it's up to you make your own decision. It's a big question mark. That's all I'll say.
Big question mark. Oh, okay. All right, so here we are, you guys. We are beginning our drop sets. Very intense and very demanding physically and mentally, I will add. I'm starting off with 275. I've got the 45-pound plates ready to be stripped off after going to failure within each set. Trying my best to get the best of depth possible. And of course, I had good old Eric and Cody there to push me. How'd you guys think this looked? I mean, from seeing it in person, was it pretty good depth? Decent enough, would you say?
Yeah, I mean, it looked pretty, all kidding aside from a second ago, yeah, your depth looked, looked pretty good.
Pretty decent. Now, you guys were trying to urge me to do that constant tension, to be going rep after rep, and it's hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, constant tension, like, I've always tried to do that. Not like on, maybe not the heaviest sets, maybe the first few reps or so, and then, if you're going pretty heavy, it's not, you got to take a little break at the top. But, when let's say you're doing a drop set like you're doing right here, and I'm going to do here in a second, like when you go lighter or whatever, just keep that tension, don't lock out your knees. Try your best to keep going. Don't stop. Because, like, a lot of pro bodybuilders, you'll see them doing that too, like Ronnie, Branch Warren, plenty of other ones, but those are the two that just, like, let's say hack squats, for example, they won't come close to locking out their knees. People talk shit about that. Oh, well, they're just doing, they're not going all the way up. Well, it's like,
look at their legs.
One, look at their legs, and two, they're keeping the tension on and they're saving their joints, instead of locking out every single time. So just like me right here, like I'm locking out a few, but you'll see here in a second. I think right here I'm trying to keep
A
it
rhythm,
going.
yeah.
A little bit.
I think once Eric gets in a rhythm, he's like a freaking piston, like a machine.
I mean, I try to,
Yeah.
and
But you're doing a heavy ass drop set right here. Your form number one isn't going to be 100%, and number two, you're not going to be able to do, like you said, keep that constant tension going quite as easily because your body's trying to shut down.
Exactly. Like right there, I'm pretty much done. Originally, I was going to do 135, but you can see they were about to take it off, and I'm like, yeah, I'm done, But, yeah, Cody, this is your set. Anything you want to say?
I mean, I was actually pretty fatigued at this point, so you'll see me only do like maybe around like 5 reps for each set.
Yeah,
so,
but that's all you really need to do anyways.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not like a power lifter or anything, obviously.
Oh,
yeah. None of us are actually, and that's actually kind of surprised with Eric with his legs because, I mean, he has huge size compared to like anyone else I've ever seen in person, but you just see him throw up so much weight.
Now, how much weight can you actually do, Eric?
Well, a couple years ago, I did. I was at this powerhouse in Detroit, and I walked up in that bitch, and I, warmed up with. I got a pretty good warm up in, and then I put 1,000 pounds in the bar, and I got that for about 3 or 4 reps, and that was a great day. That was a great day.
It was easy too, right?
I mean, you were there. You don't remember that? You spotted me.
Oh God, yeah, Cody, you recorded that. Remember with the phone?
And you were all like, "Oh man, put your knee wraps on. You're gonna like blow your knees out." I'm like, I'm not gonna be like that, man. I want to do this 100%. So I don't know. Anyways, joking aside, how much can I squat? The most I've ever done was 405. I had a belt and some knee wraps on, parallel depth, more or less, maybe a little bit above, but. I just want to say a few things real fast. Like, I haven't squatted like that in a long time, and the way I squat in this video right now is the way I've squatted in a long time, because I think, in my opinion anyways, if your body type is kind of similar to mine, like you're not really tall or anything like that, and other things too, if you want, like, big quads, basically, you gotta, you should try to at least try to squat like plaids, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, depth.
I mean, pretty much, yeah. Like I said, not everybody's built to do it like that, but I mean, for me, I would say that's probably the number one reason why my legs are like that.
Then, going off of that, the key ingredients to leg development? Go.
I would say, well, obviously one, this is, genetics. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not the biggest, but it definitely plays a part.
Vital role.
But I would say, as far as like exercises and stuff, just keep it simple. Like, I mean, there are a lot of things you can do, but like, say, just stick with the basics. The squats, you can't go wrong with those.
Right.
Leg presses, hack squats especially. I've seen a lot of, I know people say, oh, it's a shaping exercise, but I mean, you yourself, me and you, we've seen size from that, not just, shaping the muscle.
I have, for sure, yeah.
And you look at a guy like Dorian Yates, that was one of his main leg exercises, along with the leg press, and look at his legs,
Exactly.
So it's like, don't be afraid to try, you just got to experiment, basically, and you got to try a lot of things. Also, I mean, higher reps, I've done those a lot before in the past. Drop sets, those are killer, like we did with the squats, but instead do them on the leg press or the hack squat, or even right here, because we did I did a drop set, and I think you did one too, right?
Yep.
With 200,
All
our
three
max
of us
sets,
did one. Yeah.
So, I mean, you just got to, you can't just go in the gym and be like, all right, I'm going to do squats, and I'm going to do them for like 4 to 6 reps, and then leg press, I'm going to go down, put 1,000 pounds on and get, you know what I mean?
Yeah, half reps for 3
exactly.
reps.
Like, I think, like, the biggest thing for me is probably your depth, so to speak, on a lot of things. And like I said, some people just aren't built to squat like that, like all the way down.
Yeah.
Without their form kind of going, off like it shouldn't be going. But basically, like the leg press, like you were saying a second ago, half reps, you're not going to really get anything out of that. You know, I mean, just, do it right. If you're leg pressing, back off the weight. Don't be an idiot and
focus
fucking
on
move
putting
it.
Attention on your
exactly,
legs.
Yeah. Go down to where your legs form a 90-degree angle or a little bit lower, which you should, in my opinion. But just and also, this is another thing too. We were talking about earlier, constant tension. If you want big legs, that's another important thing. like you should try to do that at least somewhat. I know I've locked out a decent amount in this video, but try to, on, let's say you pick hack squats, on your heaviest set, try your best to get at least 6 to 8 where you're constantly going.
Right.
Because your muscles are constantly moving. You hear a lot about time under tension, and I think that's very important. So the muscles are constantly engaged. I think that's another big thing, but I know I'm fucking rambling on and on. But
No, that's fine. But with all of that said, you guys, this is really the end of the video right now. We're finishing off with calves. We did quite a few sets. I mean, we didn't record every single set, and we didn't throw every freaking set here on YouTube. Otherwise, the video would have been like an hour long.
Yeah, you'd be watching a movie if you
Yeah,
had it all.
and I don't think you guys want to be watching our version of Pumping Iron. I mean, I'm sure you would like to see it, but right now it's just not in our cards to be throwing that out here. But that's the video, you guys. I want to thank you very much for watching. Any final words from you guys?
Peace out, Girl Scouts.
And this is Eric Mondelli, and I hope you enjoyed our leg workout. And one last thing, I'm looking forward to your shit talking. I really am. I mean, it's the internet. I love it. Every comment. So, all right. Bye.
Peace out, bye.
All right. See you guys.
I'll see you guys later.
Bye.